Hi everyone, I'm Ahana. I'm the co-founder of Rise and Be Rich. And one of the practices that I've always done is I've created and implemented all that I teach in my Rise and Be Rich courses is the power of rituals. Over the last few days, I've been writing a blog post inspired by the book Your Hidden Riches, which is written by Janet Bray Atwood and Chris Atwood. So today I wanted to highlight a few tips from that material and from my experiences and talk about why rituals are so powerful in growing your business. So I will share a link of that blog with you. But the question that I would like to ask you, and I've asked myself when I was writing that blog, is why do so many successful leaders, athletes, achievers talk about their rituals, their morning rituals, or their regular practices that lead them to success? What is the secret to using rituals to achieve your goals? So here are three things that rituals can actually help you do, and it transforms you from inside out. The first is energy attracts energy. What I mean by that is when people are focused on struggle, they attract more struggle. When people are focused on a vision and work with that energy of achieving it, they will pull that vision or the goal towards them in real time. So your inner world affects the outer. We all know that. However, you do have an inner map. A lot of people don't know this. You have an inner map, a built-in structure that aligns you to your purpose, to your goals, in the way you want to live your life, in the way you want to build your career or business, or even achieve a result. There is that map. And when you align with that on a daily basis, you activate what we call your natural flow. So in the book, Hidden Riches, Janet Atwood and Chris Atwood call this structure your life design. So this is the first thing that actually rituals help you to do. The second thing that ritual helps you to do is build presence. Now, we've all heard about mindfulness, we've heard about stillness and all the different practices. We have also heard about how to focus your energy, raise your productivity, and there's a whole lot of material out there to help you do that. However, practicing one thing takes care of all of those things, and that one thing is presence. So presence is built when you take the action in the moment aligned to your vision and that in that natural flow. So presence is when you do what needs to get done. You don't procrastinate, you don't think about your past or future, you just get the work done in the moment. And that is the highest state of creativity, the highest state of productivity, you name it, because you're not distracted by thoughts that are taking you away from that path to your goals, to that life you want to live, or that life design that you have. So rituals can help you build that presence. It helps discipline your mind. If, however, resistance do come up, when we are practicing presence, resistance will come up. But when it does, just take a step back, take some rest, then come back and practice it all over again. This presence grows more as you practice it. So when I work through the day, one of the way I build presence is I have a ritual of putting a 20 to 30 minutes on my clock, actually on my phone, and giving my 100% to a task. I have been practicing this for a very long time. So when I have focused on that task, there are no disturbances. There's no internet or Facebook or social media or emails or anything else that's happening at that time. Now my body and my mind know how to do this because I've done it over such a long period of time. And it's really easy for me to switch into that ritual in that 20 to 30 minutes, get a lot of work done. And this has drastically changed the way that I, my productivity in the day and getting things done without getting stressed and tired. The third thing that rituals help you do, as you start building presence and you're doing something consistently, regularly as a ritual, you're also forming a habit. So your mind is habitual, even though you may not be aware of it. Your mind can habitually bring up certain memories or feelings when it's triggered. So, how many people you know when they wake up in the morning, they go straight to a coffee maker and that's the way they start their day? Or how many people do you know who have this certain Sunday morning routine that they follow every single week? To change a habit which is not serving you, you need to create a habit that does. So, for example, I used to, have a lot of anxiety as I grew up. It's actually something that my family has, or my father has, and my grandfather had it. And I started getting anxiety attacks, and so I had to learn how to manage it. So one of the things with practice that came over time was that whenever I even started feeling a little bit anxious or overwhelmed, I automatically put my hand on my heart and I start focusing on my breathing. It's become automatic for me. I don't even think about it anymore. So that step is essential here into building habits that serve you, instead of letting the habitual patterns of the mind take you away from your path, your goals, and distract you. So, hope these tips helped you understand the power of rituals in your life. You can extend it to creating these practices throughout your day. But I want to leave you with this famous quote by Aristotle where he says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." So I wish you to move out of thoughts and habitual feelings of stress and struggle, build rituals that take you forward on your path, and help you achieve your excellence.